Hello again, everyone. It's someone who needs no introduction because there is absolutely nothing to introduce. Myself, here to bring you a first look at another game. Our first viewer suggestion, in fact. The game that we're doing today is a game named Merge Survival Wasteland, a mobile game that was suggested to me by someone who goes by the username JEKAJA31, or as I do my best to say it, Jakaja31. Oh, and just so you're aware, we're going to also continue the little experiment that I've been doing, experimenting with live commentary to see if this is really what people prefer. After this video is done, and a few days after that, I will release a poll to allow people to vote which format style they prefer. Whichever one they pick will be the one I stick with. I do believe that live commentary is certainly one of the most fulfilling and fun methods, personally, even if it is very stream of consciousness because I'm just that scatterbrained a human being. But writing the subtitles is admittedly vastly more effort than any other style. But if that's what people want to see, then I will be glad to continue. Okay, should be going good. It also turned the people evil. Uh-huh. Whoever this is very... Well, that introduction was very stream of consciousness itself. I think this game is gonna be really something. I'll go ahead and read the dialogue. Oh, wait, let me... No, that volume was probably fine. Raider A, where'd he go? I think he's over there. That little rascal's pretty quick. He's a valuable asset for locking up in the camp to do various tasks. That sounds like something. Something bad. Let's snap him quick and report to the commander. Would have been able to run a lot faster without this mess. No time to complain. Hurry. Literally, whatever. Gotcha. Oh, I see my camper van over there. This kid, I suppose, was the same one in the picture in the intro. So I guess the person in the intro was not, in fact, us. Is this us? Well, I guess we'll see. Oh, I see my camper van over there. Phew, glad I was close to my van. Can you drive, kid? I better move somewhere safer. Too many raiders nearby for me to settle down. I actually really like the little animations they do. That's something I eventually aspire to do with my character. Though I'd probably have to learn some sort of GIFs or some animated format for that, so don't count on it happening anytime soon. Better get going before they come after me. Yes, because the raiders can't follow tire tracks and also don't notice a big, huge fan out of nowhere. Don't question the game's plot. That's better. I almost ran out of breath. Phew. I must have lost them by now, right? I'm guessing that mask is just to stop air from getting in and is not a respirator of some kind. I'm so lucky to have found this place. Garbage and garbage and garbage. Yep. It's all thanks to that little plant. If I hadn't seen it, I would have just run past. Driven past. But I can breathe. Could that mean this area hasn't been contaminated? I'm pretty sure you weren't wearing your mask over there. I can't believe there's still a place like this. I can breathe without a mask. Well, that explains why that other bandit, well, raider, was complaining about his. I feel good about this place. Liam told me to follow the green to find a place where people can breathe. This must be the place. Maybe he was talking about the grass over there? I'll have a look. A plant that's still alive. Never thought I'd see a living plant after that day. Unbelievable. This is a miracle. It's also quite a remote area. Won't be easily spotted by the raiders. Looks good. Alright, this will be my new hideout. I'll make it just like this little plant did. Oh, time to... Well, I reckon the game's about to start in earnest. What does a hideout need? A defense facility to stop the raiders. Defense being priority 1 is typically not a sign of a healthy world. And a tent to protect me from the wind. Shelter isn't a bad place to start, I suppose. Though I will start with more essential resources first. I should tidy up the area first. There's so much trash I don't even have anywhere to put my bag. The area around the camp is a mess. It could use some tidying. I wonder what I should do first. Day 1 of camping. 1. Will you be able to settle here? Let's add some cloth and 5 stars. Considering this shape, I reckon that's level experience. Bubbles of oxygen and a coin, which I'm guessing is the game's normal currency. So, energy, probably. Normal currency, probably. And premium currency. Because crystals is always the go-to currency for premium currency. Let me rephrase that. Crystals of some kind are the go-to symbol for premium currency. Use a cup when brushing your teeth and have your... Okay. First things first, we need clean air. Let's merge 2 whiffs of oxygen. Okay. Small amount of oxygen, level 2. Merge with the same type of block to upgrade. I knew this was a merge game from the title, but so this is how they play. Admittedly, I've never gone ahead and tried it. Wow, we just upgraded an oxygen block. I think the air has freshened up a bit. Now let's complete the first mission. Examine? Good job, but the camp needs more air. This time, let's create an oxygen balloon. What? And you can merge on the diagonal? Interesting. Whiff of oxygen, small amount of oxygen. Oh, so you can just freely drag. Oxygen balloon. Woohoo! Oxygen balloon complete. Another coin. Quest complete. You can now complete the quest. Okay, I will admit, that's a very cute animation. Ah, a tarp. So it was a kind of cloth. Can be found here, where to obtain a camp, farmhouse, ghost town. I'm guessing that little noise was just to represent that it was experienced. Yep, there it goes. Now let's clear out the trash around us. Luckily I found some tarps, merge blocks to make cleaning supplies. So you can use items you get and put them in the grid? Interesting. Tarp. Plastic container. Well, I guess you could use tarps to make a container, technically. Tool container. We got ourselves a cleaning supply container. Let's go ahead and make some cleaning supplies. These games are very odd. Nothing I dislike though, at least not yet. Gloves. Yeah, I guess I could see someone making a pair of gloves out of a bunch of tarp. Oh, it looks like clicking that bucket actually costs some energy. Cleaning gloves, clean up tongs. It's safer, but doesn't give you as much control. Also, those are just normal tongs. Tap the bucket again. Looks like special items that have an interaction requires 1 energy each to activate. One-handed broom. You know, back in my day, those were just called brushes. Another coin. Cleaning supply preparation complete. Now you can clean the area around the camper van. Apple seed. Small apple seed found miraculously in completely dried up soil. Will it sprout? Huh, I didn't actually look at this before for the other item. 12 levels of things can be found in these things. Where to obtain from an orchard. Okay. Tap to continue. Huh, I found a seed. Let's merge blocks to find out what kind of seed it is. Put the thing on the thing. Sprouted apple seed. Merge with the same type of block. Apple seed sprout. Small apple sapling. Tap to produce new block or merge with the same type of block to upgrade. It's an apple seed. Apple tree seedlings produce air blocks. We can now make tons of clean air. But that costs energy to do so. I'm assuming that we're just shaking the sapling like an Animal Crossing character would shake fruits out of a tree. And that's what's taking up the energy. Yep. That is a whiff of oxygen. Pull out twigs. I'm not really sure how this pulls out twigs, but alright. Another oxygen balloon. Let's use cleaning supplies to continue tidying up our surroundings while breathing in some fresh air. More energy, more experience. Wait, there was something there that I didn't see. Oh, whatever. Oxygen pouch. Oh, so these are dirty blocks, and they need to be combined with a clean resource in order to unlock more of the grid. Alright, I can see. Oxygen pouch. So, items that are used for quests are eaten and can't be used for further use on the grid. Interesting. Prepare a glove. There you go. A shovel. One-handed dustpan. Well, that sounds like it will be a natural progression from one-handed broom. And there's two of these that I can merge. Let's go for this one. There it is. Tab on camp characters or objects. Something interesting might happen. Let's take out the water container. Well, you took the trash out of the dirty water. How would I transcribe a grunting noise? Like, close enough. That was tough, but it's all done now. I wonder if Liam's alright. Or Liam? He was trying to hide me from the raiders back then, but... Well, from first glance, I'm guessing Liam is the guy from the intro. What if those evil bastards hurt Liam? No, knowing Liam. No, I did it backwards. He will have survived even in a place like that. So I won't worry and focus on what I can do right now. Nice. I feel better now that I've picked up the twigs. I should have done this earlier. He did a lot more than pick up twigs. When he comes back, Liam will be so impressed with this place. Liam. Cute. It's a piece of cake. That's probably what it said earlier, too. Whoa, a puddle. Ugh, a disgusting one at that. You literally picked out all the trash on it. How did you not recognize the existence of the puddle? This water's probably no good. But if I'm going to stay here, I need water. To survive, I'll have to put up with the smell. So, I'll just hold on for a bit. Yeah. You're not gonna question the puddles of dirty water suddenly mysteriously disappearing? Or did you do that somehow? I need to endure. I can do it. I've dealt with worse places than this. Well, that's a good attitude to have, at least. Finally, no more disgusting puddle. I bet it used to be drinkable at one point, though. I mean, I wouldn't go drinking from random puddles on the ground, but you do you. If there was ever a point where you could drink it, it probably would have been when it was still rainwater. And considering that we still don't know what the type of disaster that befell this world is, even that's not certain. I could use a glass of fresh water. Wish I knew sooner that a glass of water would be this precious. Assuming this is a kid, that means that they were fully awake, aware, and conscious whenever this disaster happened. Interesting lore implications, though I wonder if anything happens to that. I need a water source if I want to settle in properly. Before anything, I better put the water container outside. I'm almost out of water. The inventory is now available for use. Store your blocks in there to save up space on the board. Nice. Whenever you need to retrieve a stored block, tap on it inside the inventory. Tap here to browse everything stored in your inventory. You can spend coins to enlarge your inventory. Since it's your first time, this one's on me. Oh, so we're going with the mystery player entity route. Interesting. The shop's open. You can buy items that can aid survival. Want to take a gander? Free with an ad, so obviously I won't be able to click it. Well, maybe the info thing. Small battery used for portable devices. Apply physical force to make use of a fraction of its energy. And I guess physical force represents energy. Energy required to produce blocks. Essential for survival, frequent recharging, and buys. What? You can make blocks that produce energy. Well, that's very interesting. And you can use coins to purchase new blocks. Premium currency. I'm guessing this is a gacha crate of some kind. Small cardboard box found near a large grocery store. Contains food products sold at the store. Some of them still seem to be edible. Can drop these two things. Found here. Okay. Found in the market. What's this? Piggy bank made with an empty milk carton. Contains some coins. Coins aren't worth much. Coins aren't much worth in a world like this, but they could come in handy. So you can get premium currency for free, or at least randomly in small amounts. That's neat. There's the real money purchases. Weird. Fair enough, 100 energy for free and diamonds afterwards. Neat, I have a box now. I could spend more money, but for now let's refrain. Tap to produce coins and gems or merge with the same type of block to upgrade. Tap to gain 1 coin or merge with the same block to upgrade. Since this doesn't take energy, I'm assuming it can only be used a limited amount of times. I didn't see what she said. But I was right in only being able to use it a limited amount of times. You can cancel a sale as long as you haven't selected a different area. So even this can be upgraded. Interesting. Oh, yeah. From cardboard waste to paper waste. Interesting. Guess it is gonna keep doing that. I'm not sure when I'll need coins, so I'm gonna leave that to the side for now. Yep, there's one more level it could go to. So, gonna leave that. Paper waste, don't really see anything else. Okay. Interesting. Well, I have a bucket of tools, which can produce gloves. I can use a glove to get rid of this. Oh, wait. I should just follow these. Okay, first, make a glove to get rid of this quest. Time for more oxygen. Dude. Ah. Boom. Yeah, gotta use it for the quest. Oops. Accidentally went one over. Well, I'm sure I'll need it sooner or later. It's a piece of cake. Place water feeder. Oh, faster than I thought. Yeah, I did it again. It takes 1 click to prime it, and then every click after spawns another, it seems. Adjust valve? Interesting way to phrase that. There they go again. Take out fresh water, spawn a glove. There's another coin. Energy for coins, it seems. Make another oxygen balloon. Drink a cup of water. I'm guessing hitting that button will trigger an ad and increase the rewards, but needless to say, we're avoiding that. Welcome to the camp. Cute little chef there. Wait, what did I actually get? Well, there's a rose there now, but I'm not sure if that was there before or not. You deserve a nice cold sip. Hasty clock. A mysterious clock found in a residential area. It looks old, but it still works. You can use it to reduce the waiting time of blocks in standby. Oh, so some blocks will need a period of time before they can produce their resource? Interesting. Okay, so it might look like it appears by magic, but presumably that's just a representation of the character's hard work. Eden. Phew, all done. This actually looks decent. Just build some. Alright, support seems sturdy enough. I didn't realize how heavy it'd be to carry everything without Liam. Well, water is always heavier than you think. Okay, this is precious water. I've got to make every drop count. I can't afford to spill a drop. You spilled some. I better be careful. Bottoms up. Ah, that hits the spot. Nothing like a nice drink of water after some hard work. I wouldn't survive in an apocalypse. If water is precious, you can't use it to make coffee. Since that day, powerful people have monopolized clean water. Nothing ever changes, does it? Regular people like me can no longer get anything other than polluted water. I once nearly died from drinking contaminated water back when I didn't know any better. Yeah, it's a real risk. Though I do remember... Nah, never mind, I shouldn't have had a friend like that. Lion probably saw this coming. Maybe Lion was trying to teach me to survive on my own. I miss him so much. Phew, I'll need to take a break. But resting on the floor won't do. Would love to sit comfortably somewhere. Maybe I can take the chair from the camper? I mean, that is what chairs are typically for. Don't really see why you would bring it if you weren't gonna use it. You can use bits of water from the container now. You should set a time for when I can do this, so I can save up as much as possible. What? Oh, so these are the resources that require time. Produce cup of water block every 1 hour. Reduce by 10 minutes. Complete instantly for 30 diamonds. And that takes an ad. I didn't see an option to use that hasty clock, actually. You deserve a nice cold sip. Well, I guess we collect. This is still day 1. Please use the containers before... What? 10 minutes. Water cup. Hasty clock, max level. 10 minutes. Reduces time once dragged and placed onto a block. Interesting. Merge with the same type block to upgrade. Well, I don't see the same kind of block, at least not yet. Well, for now, just continue with the quest and see what happens. Yeah. I guess these look roughly like they could be done by the character. Okay, first prepare a one-handed broom. Well, no, prepare the cleanup tongs first. Oxygen spray. Oh, so you can just click them. Makes the air around you fresher. Empty container can be recycled. Do not throw it away. Oh, you get actual information if you click the item itself. At least through here. The air we breathe, the source of life, essential, especially considering all the pollution. Small amount of clean oxygen, barely a mouthful. It feels weird to describe a gas like a fluid. A mouthful of air. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it still feels odd. A balloon full of oxygen. Inhale using its mouth. Not for decoration, would advise against puffing it. That reminds me, isn't there places that sell, like, clean mountain air in plastic bags? Pouch full of oxygen, made from a repurposed plastic bag. Oxygen will escape as soon as you remove the lid, so handle with caution. Strange, I can't click this. I got it when I clicked it at first, but not when I click here. Perhaps because I haven't unlocked it properly yet? Interesting. Oh, nothing to do but to get to making it. Boop. And then we will combine this, combine that. Combine this. I don't see any oxygen balloons nearby, so gonna have to go like that. Combine it with here. And there you go. Feels like I've become a survival expert. Okay, prepare another oxygen balloon. A proper broom, which, yes, is upgraded from the dustpan. Rubber gloves used for cleaning. Do a good job protecting your hands. Check for holes before use. Metal tongs used for cleaning. Long enough to reach for objects that are relatively far away. Leaves a strong metallic scent on your hands after you hold them, but you're out of options. A short wooden stick with a brush attached to it for cleaning, used to dust small surfaces such as tables. Tool for gathering dust collected with a broom. Purge your settlement of dust. I can't click it because I haven't found it. Interesting. Okay. Oh, place pillar. Okay. Glove and glove. Yep, nothing in the environment I can use. Oh, though I will finally be able to get rid of this. And that. Nice. It's a piece of cake. It looks like I'm leveling up soon. Place atop with great power. Yeah, I guess I can see why you would need more oxygen to do that. Oxygen spray makes the air around you fresher. Empty container can be recycled. Do not throw away. That doesn't really look like a spray bottle, but alright. Now I need the tree for this. Yep, no convenient oxygen pouches around. So I'm gonna have to make another. Turn that into this, and that into that, and there we go. Hey, what's this? I'll do this first. Tap to gain 1 experience or merge with the same type of block to upgrade. I can upgrade up to level 5. Hey, I should probably just put these in my inventory for now. This too. Don't really see a need for it right now. I'm guessing the reason why this is still lit up is because there's ads I could watch, but that's just a guess. I can see the appeal in these kinds of games. I suppose they're relatively low intensity. Let me rephrase that. Mindless soundtrack, not a lot of thinking, and simple progression. I can see the appeal of that. And there you go. Visit secondhand stores. A lot of environmentally minded advice here. Here, you can check your collections or have a look back at the story of merge survival. Well, here. We need a place to rest. I assume clicking those things at the bottom will do that. Nothing's easy when you do it by yourself. It's kinda heavy. Also, the spring keeps poking me when I sit on it. I don't see a spring. But this is still the most comfortable chair. Gotta stay positive. That's the only way to survive. You know, you could just put something on it if the springs are bugging you. Alright, now that I have a place to rest, better prepare for supper. I'll just work a little longer and then have a nice dinner. Let's go. Cereal? Presenting the coolest table ever made. Hey, the best table is one that works, right? It will be nice if I had friends around this table to share supper with. Back then, I had no worries. Never imagined I'd end up being chased by raiders like this. Everything changed that day. Everything. It all happened. It happened all so fast. Why did that day happen? Since then, my happy life has vanished. Well, at least you had a happy life before that day. Not everyone could say the same. Will things ever go back to how they were? Even if we do go back, I guess there will be no way to prevent that day from happening again. Too true. Alright, no negative thoughts. Liam's teachings were always so hopeful. Gotta stay positive. That's the only way to survive. Let's go. Alright, gotta focus and get used to this place fast. Need to move quickly if I want to survive the raiders. You know, despite defense being one of the first things you said, you haven't actually made any progress towards that. A sapling? Another sapling. Its strong green leaves radiate with positivity. Small apple seed, found miraculously. Not sprout. Small sprouted apple seed. Sprout is small and fragile, unlike the hard surface of the seed. Needs to be planted in a pot. We do not. Small apple seedling planted in a pot. There is no pot. Sprout has grown significantly, has the potential to work wonders. Apple seedling moved to a slightly bigger pot. There is no pot. It is growing remarkably well. Its strong green leaves radiate with positivity. I'd say that means either I'm about to level up or I am leveling up. It's sad, but you'll make it through. Okay, this is bad. There's not enough water. I did the math wrong. I need to get more water right now. This won't even last me a week. But all the water nearby is contaminated. What should I do? I wonder what Liam would have done in a situation like this. Oh right, he'd probably build a still and distill all this water. What a convenient name. Alright, let's recap everything. Build supports, get a pot, and boil the water. Then collect the vapor. Yes. Great, I finished installing the still pot to boil water with. I'm good at this. Alright, dirty water goes in the pot, then it turns to vapor as it boils. I'm pretty sure that should be vapor with an O. But whatever. Yeah, they do it here. Vapor cools off and becomes water drops. Collect all that, and I should have clean distilled water, right? To an extent. No, distilled water is pretty safe. Safe enough, anyway. I should wrap this up before it gets too cold. You got this, Eden. How do you get clean, potable water? You visit the camp Seed? I'm guessing the dog's named is Seed. Oh, sure. Apple pot. Tap to produce new block or merge with the same type of block to upgrade. Apple seedling moved to an even larger pot, brimming with fresh green leaves, doing great despite all the pollution. That looks like a flower almost. Do apple trees have flowers? I'm not really familiar with most trees, actually. But again, there is no pot. Place brick. I wonder if I meant to click on that. Let's do that real quick. Increase your level to get rewards. Alright, level up. I hope I didn't miss anything by not doing that earlier. I might have missed something by not doing that earlier since... Well, maybe not. a still. I'm used to heat up the still. First and most important part to install. If it's the first part, then I wouldn't really call it installing, but eh. A battery. A money bank. RO6 battery. Small battery used for portable devices. Apply physical force to make use of a fraction of its energy. Shoot, I should have kept the milk carton figure. For now, I'm not gonna sweat it and just use them up all now. Waste cardboard. I don't see any other waste cardboard, unfortunately. Combine all the small stuff. Return this to the board. And that's the max level. Obtain 50 coins. I'm keeping the coins in case I need them for something, but they are probably a mostly free resource. Gem. Tap to gain 1 gem or merge. Can go up to level 5, so keeping that. Yep. Yeah, doesn't leave anything behind. Tap to gain 2 energy. Tap to gain 15 and 6 energy. Interesting. I'd store that, but right now I don't have the room, so I'll just leave it as is. Alright, time to work towards the objectives. Glove, glove. Combine, tongs. Glove, glove. Combine, combine. Brush. Glove, glove. Combine for tongs. Glove, glove. Combine for a brush. Don't see any more brushes around, unfortunately. Glove, glove, combine. Glove, glove, combine, combine, combine. Don't see another one of those either, so I'm gonna have to make it all the way. Recharge needed. Oh, so you can't just pump energy into it infinitely. I'm guessing here this could be used, but it doesn't look like it'll take that long. Oh, yeah, just about a minute. You can wait or shorten the process. Free first charge. I think I'll wait until later. Discolored tarp used to cover things up. Empty plastic container for storing tools in. Plastic container full of useful tools. Top has been covered up, but you can see the tools underneath. 17 seconds. Oh, that's right. I actually have room for another. I think I'll keep the bigger energy thing. Combine, combine. I wonder how many charges these have before they need to refill. And there's a broom. Oxygen? Not really sure what making that more advanced has done, at least just yet. It can randomly make a tier 2 resource. That's nice. Place pop. There you go. Alright, more oxygen. Boom. More oxygen. Ooh, nice. Another pouch. Connect water canteen. Alright. Let's try it. Portable breather. Breather that supplies oxygen to user. Makes breathing possible in contaminated areas. Carry one around just in case. Dong. Dong dong. Wait. Ouch. Dong dong. I'm guessing upgrading them also gives you more uses on them before they need to recharge, because this has been going for a while. There you go. Oh, merge that with that. Alright, back in. Quest completed. Carry firewood. Start a fire. Ah, there's a recharge. This one takes 2 minutes. And in the meantime, let's make a pair of tongs. Dun, dun. I could use the first full charge, but let's take a look around. Firewood pile. What are these? All. Interesting. Really? So that's what they're used for. Oh, breather enclosed dustpan. Waterproof canvas. Wonder what that could be merged with. Pin. Must be a completely different chain entirely. Energy bar. I'm not sure you would ever want to eat a dirty energy bar. Then again, I guess depending on the kind of bar, it would be kind of hard to tell it was dirty at the first glance. Screwdriver? That's probably related to the yawl. Waste cardboard. Ration box. Camping sleeping bag. Spanner. Potting garden trowel. wooden hammer. All dew, pipette, knife, bubble breather. Alright. Oh, just about that. And there they go. I guess in exchange for having more uses and being able to produce higher tier resources, they also take longer to recharge. Oh, wait. There we go. Can collect free items from the shop every day. A single piece of dew. Drop of dew? Yeah, drop of dew. Let's finish installing the distilled water container. Not sure about keeping plastic so close to a fire. It's working. I'm getting clean water out of this thing. I'd love a sip of clean water. But this one's a little small. I don't think it can produce enough clean water at once. I should look for materials so I can build a bigger, new still. There you go. No, this is way too messy. I have to clean everything up. I better get this all cleaned up before the still finishes distilling. Let's tidy up around the van. Remove waste, remove garbage, clean up floor. Okay. We won't have a society if we destroy the environment. True enough. Two. Pipette. Cup of water. Pail of water. Small water bottle. And it looks like that's all for now. Transparent dew atop a leaf, as pure as morning air. Not a lot, but valuable enough to be stored. Water from the still collected using a pipette. Extremely valuable, yet not enough even for a quick sip. Water from the still collected in a small cup. Extremely valuable. Tastes like heaven after a hard day's work. I'm not sure about that. Water collected in a plastic bowl. Clear, but caution is advised before deciding on consumption. Clean water in a small pocket-sized bottle. Spilling it will make you infinitely sad. Yeah, that's about true for any spill. Alright, let's see. First need a new brush. There we go. Now I need a pan. Get out of here. Now I need one of these and then close the pan. Boom, 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 boom. Read room. Ah, so I can finally get rid of this. And close pan. There we go. Oh, and another drop of experience. I'll have to leave this on the field though. How far can these go? Up to level 5. Alright. Alright, time for oxygen farming. Oops. And there we go. Feels like I've become a survival expert. Hold your breath. Huh. There are gloves. There you go. If the level gauge is sparkling, tap it to level up. Alright. That was a lot of effort. Much better. I think it's nearly done now. Oh man, it's so much better without all the mess. Though the smell's still kinda there. It always comes down to puddles. They'll get worse if I leave them that way. I wonder how she gets rid of them. Presumably by filling them in with spirit. Perfect. I'm liking this place more and more. I might just make it out here if I work hard. I might just make it out here if I work every day as hard as I did today. That doesn't really sound like a good life, admittedly. There you go. Let's see what else you can do in the camp. Try tapping on the event button. In here, you can participate in a wide range of camp activities. Exploration menu available, tap on the exploration button. Okay. 2, 3. Maybe you should start looking around this place more. Gotta map out places you haven't been to and scavenge for more stuff. Choose where you want to send your explorer. Choose a discovered area and dispatch someone for exploration. I am sending the only character I have to walk around the camp. Tap on search for new area to dispatch someone for exploration. Oh, I'm guessing this is how you unlock new areas. Choose. Dispatch. Check the cost and location for exploring and tap on the dispatch button to begin dispatch. Complete instantly, free. New area discovered. Market. I'm sure we can find decent food. Found ease. Discovery reward. Firewood. And gems. Confirm. They look tired. Eden fled from people after the apocalypse to avoid conflict. Settled down here after following plants that were still alive. Explorable areas, base camp, marketplace, question marks. Does that mean only certain survivors can explore in certain areas? Interesting. Obtainable blocks. Bunch of stuff. You cannot send anyone here. Doesn't look like this is a timer you can skip either. Yeah, so I guess that's done. Let's tidy up around the van. You can make soap from... Oh, technically true. I wonder how many more tasks the game will be. I wonder how many more tasks the game has before the tutorial as it is over. For now, we're gonna go ahead and... For now, we're gonna go ahead and start a coffee break. I'll be back soon. Alright, and we're ready to go. You might notice a bit of a cut there. I'm not sure if I will cut it yet, but if I do, I'll probably slice a minute or two off of here. So if you notice the music going weird, that's why. Alright, back to it though. Ooh. Oh, wait. Well, now I shall put this here and keep the bigger one in there. Alright, so first things first. Let's get this out of the way. There we go. Convenient. I wonder what the chances are of it making a bigger resource, because it certainly isn't 50-50. And there we go. Alright. Yeah, recharge. But yeah, 1 minute. Alright, I'll just work on the other objective then. There we go. Meanwhile, take another look at the shop. I wonder if it will be more economical to purchase things here. Perhaps, but until I see some method of earning coins beyond the 1 or so you get for every task completed, I'll stay out of that pile for now. Alright, ready to go again. There we go. Oh, I need another anyway for this. I wonder if users recharge as you're not using it, or if, say, there's 1 left and you leave it for ages, it'll still wait for you to use that 1 left before it starts recharging. Maybe I should start counting, but I wouldn't have the head for it. Okay, I'm thinking it's the theory that I just said. I could buy a single oxygen. Yeah, alright, I'll buy 1 oxygen. 1 whiff of oxygen. There you go. Dirt pile blocks can be removed when adjacent parts are merged. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. The box. Brr, so cold. I bet it's even worse at night. We'd better start a fire quickly. Let's gather some stones and make a fire pit first. But will the raiders see the smoke? I need to make a small one so they can't find me. Bonfire is ready. Yep, bonfires are typically known for being small. Ah, this is nice. Haven't had a bonfire this good in a while. The air makes everything so dry. Good for firewood, I guess. I'm glad I was able to gather enough twigs during the day. Diligence always pays off. It's a piece of cake. Better get ready to get some sleep. I'm getting really drowsy. Pro tip: sleep with heated stones from the bonfire inside your sleeping bag. I am not sure if this is actual advice. Liam taught me. Hope Liam's method works, at least for tonight, so you haven't tried it. Guess I shall get my sleeping bag from the van. Guess that's it. Or not. Thick sleeping bag I stumbled upon in a Costco warehouse. I couldn't last a night out here without this. Really, it'd be horrible. I can sleep anywhere in this thing. Day 1 of camping, let's make a sleeping spot. Which means that day 1 must be winding down, right? Yeah, this might be the last mission. Well, the last mission set for the day. Ration box. You know, if I use it all up... Wait, no, it's an energy block, which means it can't get used up. Available blocks, sugar, and biscuits. That is a cracker, but okay. Ration box times 2. Well, level 2. Which can also produce nuts. Hardtacks. Coated work gloves. Wonder what that could be from. I reckon that's all I'll see for now. Tongues. Oxygen train. Looks like we're finally gonna use that up. Emergency breather. Breather that supplies oxygen to patients in a critical state. Used to be a medical apparatus, but has been repurposed for survivors out in the wasteland. Another one of these. Ah, shoot, I didn't mean to use it. Ah, double clicked. Oh, might as well use this up then. Emergency breather. Alright. Even more oxygen. And there we go. A lot. Alright. First, a balloon of oxygen. First safety gear. Where could this come from? Oh, long broom. Free broom. Wooden stick with reeds attached to it for cleaning, used to dust floors and brush away dry leaves, showing a little wear from prolonged use. Large dustpan for extensive dusting, offers more convenience while cleaning. Long wooden stick with a plastic brush attached to one end, better for dusting larger areas, but kicks up a lot more dust. Yep, no convenient reed rooms to combine to anymore. Drop the coin on the field. Bubble blocks can be popped early or bought within time limits. What? Huh. So a lucky break, but only if I pop it for gems or wait for it. Interesting. Recharge needed. Alright. Let's work on these rations then. Two sugars combine into a salt. I'm not sure that's how that works. Nuts. Energy bar. Huh. So apparently if you don't pop a bubble block, it turns into a single coin. Interesting. Noodles or something. Crunchy cookies used to be a common snack, now it's a delicacy. Nuts with hard shells. Their variety is a delight, rich in healthy, unsaturated fat. Nutritious energy bar made of pressurized nuts and honey. One bar is enough to last you hours. Instant noodles that only require hot water to be fully cooked. Friends, if you have any, will pressure you into sharing. What was that? Water container complete. I'll go collect this. There we go. Alright, back to it, I guess. Block collections. Oh. I won't touch that yet. It's this that I... No, it's not this. It's this that I need to click. Yeah, this is the last mission of the day. Another thing of water. When that diamond get there? Must have been here. For an ad or a thing. But until then, it just takes up space. Another? Enclosed dustpan. First, let's make sure that this thing turns into a coin. You probably saw it earlier, but I didn't for sure. Yeah, I guess you. I'm just gonna hold you so you stop making noise. How much longer? 15 seconds. Oh hey, I can actually combine this experience. Three, two, one. Coin. Yep. Bubble. Is 4 coins the limit or 5 coins is the limit? So back in here you go. Alright. And this shall be the end of the day, whatever that entails. A toolbox. A production block selection box. A box containing level 1 production blocks. You can select and receive 1 production block. Can't I just take them all? Huh. More experience. Dark now. I'm really exhausted today. I used up too much energy running from the raiders earlier. I'm sure it took you a lot of energy to put your foot down on the gas. I still can't believe I found that little plant. I could have walked right past this amazing place if I hadn't noticed it. You drove. I wonder, is Liam okay? Is he alive? If I hadn't. Nope, Liam is alive for sure. Probably. So I need to keep myself alive too. One day we'll meet each other again. That kid's face is getting fainter now. I should have protected that kid. Eden. Huh? What was that? Oh, it's nothing. Just lost in my thoughts for a second. To tell you the truth, I actually had a family too. What? I thought you were just a fool who'd never get married, always running around looking for... bees? I'm not sure if that's a euphemism for something. I do look the part, I guess. Then you should be looking for your family and not bees. I promised the kid, when we meet again, I'll show him a better world. In order to do that, I need bees. No, they do mean bees. I don't get it, but let's get going. we stay here too long, the raiders will catch our scent. Yes, we should. Well, that's Liam, presumably. Liam, whatever. It's sad, but you'll make it through. Fire. Day 1. You did a great job today. Interesting. Hey, the plant grew up, and they finally decided to actually stay in the bedroll, even if they didn't get inside it. Ah, the air feels fresher every day. Maybe it's all in my head. Grass literally sprouted under your feet overnight. I don't think it's in your head. Might be all thanks to this plant. I bet the world used to be a lot greener than this. If I could grow that tiny plant into a tree, maybe we could return to the life we dreamed of. The life Liam and I had before that day. I gotta take a better look. What should I do to get this plant to grow? I wonder if that plant is meant to be the apple tree. Ah, sheesh, how is this growing so fast? Despite the terrible conditions, this little guy is shooting up super quick. It's a miracle. If I take care of this plant, I might be able to make a miracle happen. Lion, now that I followed the green, things are looking up. This place, it might just be greater than I thought. I shall turn it into a safe and perfect camp. You're not doing a lot for the safe part right now. Weird box. You can obtain rewards after clearing missions. Merge blocks on the board. Deploy expedition. Deploy an expedition to any region. Consume energy. Use energy producing blocks. Claim spot reward. Pick up rewards scattered around the camp. Use production facilities. Obtain blocks from still at the camp, water tank, and other production facilities, or craft them. Today's tasks reset every day at midnight. Please don't forget to claim the reward before the reset. Huh.
Meow.
Stray cat's gratitude. I found a cat at the ruins. Let's move slowly so we don't scare the cat. Approach. What is it? This looks like a battle pass. Well, here it's not a battle pass per se, but... Complete the stray cat missions and collect points. Earn points in each section to receive the cat's gift. Clearing missions. Complete today's tasks, story missions, and expedition missions. And I'm guessing this costs money? Yep. A patissiere cat specially invited for this year's Valentine's Day. Its signature dish is the sweet meowy tart. Interesting. What's this? Stamp wallet. A wallet filled with stamps. You can obtain one of the various stamps. When you obtain the same stamp you already have, it will be converted into a token of memory. Ba-dump, ba-dump. I wonder what's inside. What's that for? Well, that sure is some stuff. It goes past 50, 60, 70, 70. An odd number. Can obtain during the remaining period even after the final reward. A box left behind by a stray cat. It seems to be a gift for me, judging by the useful items inside. Are we becoming friends? Interesting. Let's inspect the tiny sprout. I will, but first let's actually tap this thing. Cats and soup. Updates. Inventory slot. Discount and stray cats. Gratitude event. Mailbox.
Meow.
Homemade snacks to invite guests and craft resting area. Homemade snacks can be found at the old railroad depot. Every month you can welcome new guests and create new resting places. I see. Applying. Not enough homemade snacks. Guests invited. Applying. A calico cat. 3 colored fur adds to its cuteness. It shows up at the camp one day and disappears the next. I wonder where it came from. I wonder if 5 hours and 17 minutes is when it ends, and I literally caught this just as it ended. Wouldn't that be wild? What's this? Coins. Gonna pinch the screen. Thank goodness this is a touch screen. More coins. Coins. Ah, you can interact with some things. There we go. Alright, let's actually click this. Trash Mountain Expedition. Clean up the trash mountain for something. These piles of trash are a headache. We need to get rid of them. Environment coins. Use tools to remove trash and earn rewards. To use a tool, select the desired tool and tap on the trash or drag it over the trash. Used on activated trash. You can remove selected trash once. Used on empty spaces. You can remove trash in a vertical line once. Used on activated trash or empty spaces. You can remove all selected trash. If you want more details, tap the info button. Now let's use the tools to find hidden rewards and environment coins. You can clean up trash with various tools and obtain hidden rewards. Recycling gloves automatically replenish by 1 every 60 minutes, up to a maximum of 30 gloves. Look for environment coins and orbs of purification within the trash piles. Use collected environment coins and orbs of purification to buy statues and enjoy the benefits of wish effects. Alright. Alright. Use a shovel to gain a shovel. What was that? Oh shit. Alright. I got coins, I guess. Organized camper van. Merge items overall, I suppose. Find survivors. Conduct camp maintenance, which I guess just means use energy. Craft items. Use that. Grab that. Grab this. Grab that. Okay. What's this? Firewood. Guess this is the achievement system. Equipment box. Huh. Ration box. Experience. Energy. Coins. Gems. Batteries. Coin containers. I shall keep them. AC clock. Alright. Let's keep going for a while. Pizza saver? What? What's that? Huh, a new thing. Toolbox. Tap to produce new block. Wooden toolbox full of tools. Production block, selection box, which can be merged. For now, I think it wants me to use it as is. I can select it. Apple seed. Right. Wooden stick. Alright, box needs to be sewn shut. Zipper pull. Handle used on zippers. Must be connected to a zipper. Useless at the moment. Recycling bag. Small emergency pouch. Contains medical supplies you can get from a drugstore, mostly for treating wounds and infections. Still. Honestly, I might just keep this for now. Okay. Let's see. Move these off to the side. Breathe. The first task of the day. What is this? Sharp metal tool used to connect or fix wooden components. No guess that's where this comes from. Yep. But first, let's get the rest of the oxygen needed. What? I guess this is another event thing. Someone must be planning a proposal. It seems like more chocolates can be produced and placed inside the box through merging. More draws for prizes can be earned by collecting a lot of chocolates. Let's earn sweet gifts together. What a curious character. Chocolates will appear as you merge during the event. You can obtain chocolates that go into the box by producing them. Collect chocolates and earn prizes from the draw. Earn special reward with the lucky point you receive every time you play the lucky draw. Joy and Smart Sweet Day. I'll give these sweet chocolates exclusively to you. Give the draw a try. Joy and Smart, I assume. A stamp. V. Alright, and right now I have nothing. Okay. Tap to produce new block. Box full of love. A box full of heart-shaped chocolates. It is also full of the love of the person who prepared them. I hope that their feelings were shared by the other person and developed into a relationship. Okay. Tap to produce new block. No. Tap to gain 1 point or merge with the same block to upgrade. Someone's diary 1. I'm planning on proposing to that person tomorrow. I shall carefully make some chocolates and give them as a sweet start to our day together. Interesting. What? Love letter. Someone's diary 2. I've also prepared a letter where I wrote down my feelings. I hope that these emotions are fully conveyed when the person reads this letter. Okay. Okay, for now, just keep going. Recharge needed. Alright, focus on something else for now then. Breakfast then. Eh. Seems that this is a pseudo production item. Alright, breakfast tools. That's a nail. Literally. Oh, shoot. Ah, so you can get more experience. Alright, looks like I was worried over nothing. A lamp. Alright. More energy and another milk carton piggy bank. Keeping that this time. I should pop something out so I can use that. The grid's starting to get a bit full, admittedly. Put this in here. Not sure why I keep looking there. Oh yeah, I can use coins to buy more oxygen. I have an idea. Yep. There we go. Not sure how valid that is either. Sweet relay. Acquisition or purchase of the package will unlock the next package. Well, I guess we'll take the free stuff. Another ration box. Interesting. And another stamp thing. What was that? More items. If this place is decorated with ornaments full of the spirit of love, it will be a great location for a proposal. Collect chocolates for a successful proposal. Let's inspect the tiny sprout. Another one. Earth is precious. Alright. Lime again? Oh no. The raiders. So you lost a prisoner. I mean, we never got him, so he's technically not a prisoner. More like a soon-to-be prisoner? Smart. You think I'm in the mood for jokes? I'm so sorry. No, I'm so sorry, Commander. The food supply at the base is running out and the workers are starving to death, leaving nothing but a pile of bodies. Seems like a skill issue on your part, to be honest. Go out and bring back food or capture some prisoners to work. Just come back with results. Yes, sir. It's not like we'll catch him by coming back here. I mean, it's Commander's orders. We gotta at least pretend we're trying. I can't see anything in this sandstorm. I think I see something over there. Let's have a look. Got it. The raiders who were after me yesterday are probably still around. I better build some defenses to protect this area. I shall build fences around the camp first. For now, I'm gonna hit X on this and hope that no random ads show up. So far, there hasn't been any ads that, let me rephrase that. So far, there haven't been any ads, offers for ads, yes, and rewards for them, but no ads themselves. At least not yet. That's a good thing. Install fences in the camp. Select the block to view details. Okay. Hey, another coin bank. That's nice. Oops. Piggy Bank Tin. Tap to produce coins and gems or merge with the same type of block to merge. Piggy bank made of an empty can. Coins within rattle when you shake it. The can itself could prove to be more useful than the coins. But saving up isn't a bad idea either. Alright, and we'll put that away. Combine these. Combine those. You can get a bubble for ration blocks. For production blocks? Interesting. Honestly, I haven't seen a use for gems yet, so I'm gonna spend it here. Ration box, level 4. Large cardboard... Oh, wait, I should start from the bottom. Small cardboard box found near a large grocery store. Contains food products sold at the store. Some of them still seem to be edible. Cardboard box found near a large grocery store. Contains food products sold at the store. One of the few sources of food left in this world. Large cardboard box found near a large grocery store. Contains food products sold at the store. Wonder what kind of products? Yeah, that's the same description. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I forgot even the free tier still has stuff you can get. Battery, which I will keep. So I will put this back on the field. Another apple tree. Apple sapling. A star. 2 more levels on this, so I'll still keep it. Let's look at this tree again. Apple sapling planted on the ground. Well, that's true for once. Fragile and requires a lot of care and attention. Needs to be watered often. Alright. Alright. Let's keep going. Nails. All. Huh. Flattened ground. I think gloves are another thing this thing can do. Simple work gloves. Slightly worn, presumably from prolonged usage by their previous owner. Yeah, it should be able to come out of this toolbox. All. Tweezers. I haven't gotten lucky yet. There we go. What's going on? Oh, the work gloves wanted to combine with something. Okay. Dum, dum, dum. There we go. Now for these. Huh. Looks like I have to make both before the mission can be accepted. There we go. Teddy Bear Vlog. Someone's Diary 3. They say that if you sleep with a teddy bear, it will protect you all night. I hope that this bear brings sweet dreams to that person under the cozy blanket. Quest complete. 20 more energy, 10 more experience. Assemble nail and tweezers. Well, that's convenient. Place oxygen. Alright. More oxygen. Let's see. Quest complete. Clear mission 5. More mice. Alright, let's see. Alright, continue down the toolpath to get a knife. Also tweezers, screwdriver. Huh, alright. Basically just spam the toolbox. Yes, actually, I do need that. Oh, yeah, I can combine these. Coated work gloves. Combine with this. Oh. Combine. Install. Alright, now for more of this to get a knife. Oh, I can still at least move bubble blocks. Interesting. Nope, not yet. And there's a knife. I could do that, but I do need the knife. There we go. Awesome. Produce safety gear. Alright. Take a break. Another coin. There we go. That'll be this. Remove cover. There we go. Shake. Oh, combine these. No, not yet. Soon though. Oh, I need a bit actually. There we go. More coins, more coins, more coins. More coins. Consume 100 energy, clear missions. Interesting. More energy. Frequent recharging advised. I'll keep it. Alright, let's see. Where was I? Still on here. Bouquet of love. Someone's diary 4. I prepared a bouquet of roses as beautiful as that person. The language of flower. I love you. Conveys what my heart wishes to say. Interesting. Put that there. Boom. Left one-handed dustpan. Fair enough. And there we go. Read room. Let's inspect the moving pile of garbage. Suspicious. I mean, that's something, I guess. They don't look right. Oh well, they're not that bad. It's pretty bad. In theory, it should make a clanking noise if someone comes this way. I mean, I guess. If someone goes, if by this way you mean through them. It's not just a silly decoration, you see. Look at me, who am I even talking to? The more time I spend alone, the more I talk to myself. But still, being alone is kinda nice. Sure, everything's polluted and living alone is difficult, but I'd rather be alone than run into those raiders again. Yikes, did something just move over there? Are those raiders in the shadows? I hope not. Raiders wouldn't be this careless, would they? I'll be fine. I've got safety gear on. What safety gear? Just gotta be brave. Deep breaths, Eden. Deep breaths. I mean, I guess the boots look kinda sturdy. Rescue the wounded puppy. Saw that coming. Lots of stuff I'll need. What's this? Tools. Safety equipment. Apple tree. Still. Toolbox. Ration box. Production block selection box. Experience. Energy. Coin containers. Valentine's box. Valentine's gift. Alright. Alright, we should be good to go back in. Wait, I'm not... Oh, yeah, that works too. Pop that in there. Tool container. Yep, just allow... Oh, no, that's actually a new tool. Gardening tool that looks like a fork. Good for removing weeds and dead roots. Don't use it for dining. Could use it as a weapon, though. For now, though, we're gonna call another coffee break. I'm gonna leave it here in case they decide to move or do anything. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, back. If you notice an odd cut, that's just because of the same. I thought it went on a little too long and cut it a bit short. But I got another cup of coffee, so let's go for another hour or so before we wrap things up. Equipment box. Interesting name to call it. Okay. Journal. Ah, so this is where the cutscenes are. And then there's this album. Weird. Alright, nothing to do. Back to it. Consider using the surprise item. I wonder what the normal max for this is. I imagine 100. Coins. Gems. No reason not to. It is a production item after all. Alright, so that goes there. And why not? Unless they start costing more. Alright. 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 I don't have quite enough. Oh. Well, I do have enough to do another small box. Well, smaller box. I'll put it in there for now. Let's put this there. Always leave some room open. No. Put it here. Alright. Let's start making oxygen. Yep. Oh, still need more oxygen. Wow, it made a straight balloon. Yep, it can go up the balloon now. Alright, that's one thing done. Well, I'll need one of these, but I also need one of those. There we go. Don't need one of these. Do I? Yeah, I don't see any forks around here. There we go. Oh. 25 more mice. Gloves, of course. That's part one. A trowel. Yep, knew it. More space. Pruning shears. Neat. Yeah, I don't see any other pruning shears. Unless they're blind. Oh, oops. So that's one downside of leveling up items. Sometimes it won't give you what you need. There we go. Rescue the wounded puppy. What is this? Device used to purify otherwise contaminated water. Invaluable in a world like this. Oh, it's just a still. Okay. Oh, hey, it's a dog in the loading screens. Is that a puppy? Is it dead? No. That's my best impression of a whimper. I heard it. Thank goodness it's alive. I better take it by the fire. Hang in there, buddy. Doggy, are you okay? It'll be warm here. Open your eyes. Arf. Arf. Feeling better now? I thought I'd lost you. What's your name? Oh, he's got a collar. Hold still. Let me see what it says. Seed. Seed? Is that your name? Calling a dog Seed. Well, I guess it's better than just dog. Arf. I see. Hi, Seed. I'm Eden. I'm 20 years old. Okay, so very much not a child. I'm Eden. I'm 20 years old, and I've been living here since yesterday. That's true. Arf, arf. I doubt you still have an owner, right? Are you out here all by yourself too? I'll make your spot ready soon. Just a second. It's a piece of cake. Rescue the wounded puppy. Adopt. Help the puppy breathe. Huh. I guess if these items are already on the board, I can grab them even without actually being there to look at it. Interesting. Oh, another cup of water. Neat. Where was the expedition menu again? Gardening tools. Okay. Somewhere. No. Here we go. Still helping out. Yep, 5 gloves. Let's see here. Craft. I wonder what crafting exactly is in this instance. Is it collecting resources from places like that? Oh, whatever. If you want to keep your progress and purchase records when switching to another device, you will first need to link your account. Once you select the platform and... Okay. I don't know how much this is, but I'm gonna probably blur it just in case. That's still another cup of water. Auto-produce water block on nearby empty space. Merge with the same type of block to upgrade. Huh, yeah, it really does mean automatic. You can wait or shorten the process. Interesting. Pipette, pipette, cup of water. Dredge it with the other cup of water. Pail of water. Oh, there's another down here. Small water bowl. Water canteen. $30 more coins. And another mission done. Alright, keep going. Let's move these to the side a little. Alright, combine this into that. Push that here. Another experience. Nice. Alright. From the bucket. I still need one trowel. There we go. I wonder if I will call this addicting. I wouldn't say so, but it is pleasant, nonetheless. There's one. Where are scissors? Yep, they're further up the tree, as I thought. Pat the puppy using a glove. Alright, more tools. Yes, still more tools. Push this over here. Oops, wrong box. Shoot, I'm not leaving myself a lot of room here. Put this here for now, too. Might be in a pickle. Alright. Oh, down here. Repair the cushion. Alright. Let's see. Those are gardening tools, I believe. Oh, didn't see that there. Alright, there's that. But now I need cleaning tools. Strange. Engagement ring. Someone sorry 5. I imagine myself kneeling while swearing my eternal love. My heart pounds in my chest. Will my love be accepted? What's this? I beat a task. Alright, 30 more coins. More mice. More coins. I could combine them, but I don't need to right now. Because I still need one for task. Yeah, still need... Do I? Am I missing something? I shouldn't be. And yep, I'll just charge. Needs 3 minutes to recharge. I am actually building up a slow stockpile of coins. I'll just buy a broom. Huh. Oh, looks like this is getting interrupted. Alright, after our forced update, and let me tell you, I really don't like gameplay being interrupted for those. This is where the game opens up on now. The character stories have been unlocked. You can discover hidden stories behind the characters. To start a character story, you need to collect stamps. Participating in events helps you collect stamps faster. Since it's your first time, I'll give you a special stamp as a gift. 3 of them. You can check the stamps that you've collected in the character stories menu. Why don't we take a look? You can check the collected stamps and the requirements to unlock a story here. Now I'm not sure if this is new to the update or if this was something that was waiting to pop and get it, essentially restarting the game allowed me to see it. Alright. If you want to examine the stamps you collected in detail, click the Go to Album button and check the Stamp tab. Now then, let's collect the stamps and see what kinds of stories are hidden behind the characters. Reviews mean a lot to us here at Eden. Wait, who's the company who made this game again? I'll have to check afterwards, but I wonder if... I'll just look it up real quick. Hang on. No, it's made by a dev company called Sticky Hands Inc. And I wonder why they called it From Eden. Unless they mean, like, they were being cheeky and saying that Eden made the game. Or perhaps the planet is called Eden. Who knows? Collect some more gems. Alright, back to where I was. I just bought a broom, and thankfully that's still here. Alright, oxygen time. Oh, tunnel vision a bit, I guess. And there we go. It's a piece of cake. Alright, let's see. Dust mask. Simple work gloves, slightly worn. Coated work gloves. Surface is sturdy, presumably for intense usage by their previous owner. Safety gloves. Gloves that guarantee maximum safety. Surface protects your hands from the sharpest objects. Dust mask. Masks that filters out dust, enable safe breathing in dusty environments. Alright. Let's see. Make it cushiony. How am I doing that with oxygen? Am I just literally shoving it inside a cushion? There we go. Alright, now for more tools. Okay, thank you. Let's get a glove. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Alright. I'll actually go back for a second, just in case. I want to... Alright. Don't see any more spot rewards. Oh, back to it. Oh, wait, more achievements. Back to it. Dun, dun, dun. Recharge needed. 2 minutes. What? Did this thing just tap at me? Huh, looks like I'm finally starting to run out of energy. That's pretty neat. Unlocked after day 3. Interesting. Do I have any tools I can unlock? Yeah, more alls. May as well. There we go. Placeable. Washable. Potting garden trowel. How was I doing? Oh yeah. There you go. Oxygen farming. Get rid of that. Alright, back to oxygen farming. Ah, shoot. Misclicked. Oh, well. Oh, looks like this refreshed. Not missing anything, at least not yet. There we go. Another 25. Another box. Oh, hello. Cables. Ah, shoot. I forgot to check. Usable cable. Cable used for electronic devices. Still seems to be conductive and usable. Interesting. I guess I'll put this in here for now. Let's see, am I missing anything? Unfortunately, I don't think so. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Check the expeditions again real quick. Nice. Solar generators. Well, that sounds like a way to get energy. Here. Yeah, 10 more minutes. Back to it. Let's see. Oh, food. Okay. Gloves. Pat the puppy on the head. Oh, oops. There we go. There we go. Got food. Oh, that has to be, yep, part of the food chain. More energy. A few more diamonds. Well, gems. Heart attacks. And there they are. Nice. 50. Nice. Oxygen. Yep. These things have a limited number of uses on a hidden counter, and that counter does not refresh over time. You have to use it all up first. Luckily, I can just buy another oxygen balloon. There we go. Collect. This shall go here, and that should be installed over there. High five, see? Do you not know how to do high fives? Wait a second while I figure out where to get you settled in. How far? Just a bunch of cushions. Well then, see, do you like it? How is it? Arf arf. I'll take that as a thank you. Hee hee. Thank you, Seed. Uh, Having you here just makes life feel better. You're probably starving, right? You look like you haven't eaten in days, like me. Here's some food. I'll place it in a wide container to make it easier for you to eat. Arf arf. Nah, I'll be fine. You eat first. I'll eat when you start eating. Arf arf. You don't like it? It's all we've got. Oh, sorry. I forgot to unwrap it for you. It's been so long since I've cared for anyone. I'm not used to it. Even if it was just for you, you'd still have to unwrap it, wouldn't you? Silly. And today's special. Voila, canned food. Ever tried it? It's really good. Also, it expires today, so you came to me just in time. I think we should declare today your birthday. Arf arf. I'm giving it to you because you're family now, see? Arf. This can, I found it through sheer luck in an abandoned house. Even after driving the camper around all day, it's tough to find ready-to-eat food like canned goods. Precious supplies like these are either spoiled or have already been taken by the raiders. So we need to ration it carefully. Got it? Dog. Arf, 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 arf. Arf, arf. You done already? Who's a happy dog? Oh, you wanna play now? Arf, arf. I'm so excited. I haven't laughed this much after parting ways with Liam. Would have been great if he were here. Oh, look at me. I forgot to tell you. Seed, I might have to live here for a while. I was being chased by raiders before I got here. You mind if we live together? You were here first. Or maybe you weren't. Arf arf. I'll take that as a yes. Since we're now a family, I'll build you a house. You'll need one if you want to stay warm at night. Arf. I wonder how practical exercise would be in an apocalypse. I mean, if every calorie is precious, surely you don't want to burn them unnecessarily, right? Fighting is expensive. Huh. That seems silly. Seed, our new family member. Alright, where was I? Oxygen. Build pillar. Flatten ground. Prepare. I guess by taking deep breaths. Pick a spot. Oops. Yeah, need more gardening tools. The human, has this refreshed yet? Yes, it has actually. Nothing particularly nothing that seems particularly helpful right now anyway. Let's see. Pretty sure those are toolbox goods. Yep. Coin. There. There's the glove. Oh, hello. Scissors. Oh, keep using the toolbox, I guess. Yep. Finally, some room there. Now I have scissors, I need another knife. I would love to combine them, but I need one. Hey, that means I can use another gacha. More coins. Not bad. Coin. Sorry. Nails, awls, tweezers, screwdriver. Don't have another screwdriver, apparently. Another awl. Recharge needed. 2 more minutes. Consume energy. More stamps. Weird. Anything I can buy? Technically, but nothing useful. Let's see if the expeditions are charged yet. Oh, I can send Seed out too. Puppy miraculously salvaged from the ruins. Smart enough to make many believe he understands human speech. Interesting. Search for new area. Only Eden can do it, though. Yep, go look for something new. As for these... Let's have him explore the market. Oh. Nice. Alright, head back in. Can only be purchased for 1 minute. Yep. 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. All gloves. Scissors. Spanner. Oh, up there. Saw. Another experience. Campus coming to life. Dust mask with that. Goggles. Interesting. Let's see. Micro adjust. Weird. Alright. Some oxygen now. Dun, dun. There we go. Yeah, I don't need any more oxygen right now. So, tools. I need a trowel. There's a trowel, now some safety gloves. Oh. Yep, that's all. Didn't we have another one? I hope I'm not obliviously missing it. Pail of water. Yeah, no, it will be doing the thing if I was missing it. Well, anyway. There's that. Boom. Boom. Another cleared mission. More tools. Nice. Coverings. That requires gardening tools. Well, I still need one. I'll elevate that one. Yep. Alright. Oh, hang on. Feel free to tell me how bad I am at this, by the way. I do know that I am hardly being optimal or efficient. There we go. There we go. More tools, I do believe. Oh no, I do need one nail. Okay. And I do need one awl. Only one though. And there we go. Good thing I saved up some twigs. These will work well for a doghouse. Well, it's something. We'll build the walls like this, and the roof. Not bad at all. What do you think, see? Arf? Just wait a bit. You'll see it when it's done. Can't believe they just made a random in-between asset. Ta-da! What do you think, Seed? Arf arf. You like it? I knew you would. Now you won't get wet when it rains. That roof's made of tin, you see. It might get a little rattly for sure, but think of it as nature's music or something. And you can always sleep in the car with me if it gets too loud. We're family now, after all. Arf arf. I learned this from Liam. Liam? Too. I'll introduce him to you next time. He's a really awesome guy. Liam taught me everything I know. Arf. Nice. Cutscene. I think it was somewhere around here. You sure about that? Unless the kid took a plane or something, there's no way we won't see him. Not quite sure. Let's head back a little bit. Roger that. Don't you think the commander seems unusually fixated on that kid? It's probably because living inside new protectors is the only way to live a comfortable life. It's dangerous outside. True, wandering outside will just lead to starvation, and in the end, you have to bring the kid back, for his own sake. He might have to do some labor, but at least he'll get to eat. Right, let's be quick about it. Yeah. Wrap up your second day. Huh, neat. Neat. I think I will finish this second day, and then I will go ahead and end the video there. Safety equipment. Mailbox. Mail reward. Reward received. I'm not gonna collect that. Seems like it'd take me somewhere. Alright, back to it. Dirt pile blocks. Oh, I see. Alright. Dine. Oh, there's that. There we go. Let's see. Put this here. Oh no, leave it there. Or put this here. Need more oxygen. Rattle the tree for oxygen. The bubble looks a lot like a balloon at first. There's one part. We need more water? Huh. Any water for sale? No. How's the water in the camp? Interesting. Dates. Then again, I could finally use this clock. Yep. Just about does it. Once dragged and placed onto a block. That one. Yep. Oh, wait, I'll need to give it space. Cut that out. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Huh. Wrap up your second day. Reformed box. Interesting. So for cloth making. What's this? Interesting. Anyway, complete. Let's see what happens. Seed, it's my second day here. How long have you been here? Arf. Have you been by yourself for a long time? Where's the person who made you that color? I think I crossed the line. Sorry about that. I've been by myself for quite some time. Just got curious. I was afraid that if raiders found this camp, I wouldn't be able to defend it by myself. Sooner or later, I'll have to fight the raiders on my own. Would I be able to do well without Liam? Arf, arf. Okay, I won't dwell on sad thoughts. You're just as optimistic as Liam. Yesterday, while fleeing from raiders, I spotted that little plant and made my way here. I couldn't have found this place if it weren't for that plant. This place feels truly special. There's fresh air everywhere and even a living plant. Oh, and I met you too, of course. Did you somehow call me here? Arf, arf. I'm glad I can be here with you too, Seed. Getting kinda sleepy. I used to stay up late back in the day. Now time is a precious commodity. Really gotta save my energy out here. Sleep tight, Seed. Arf. Oh no, this time. You did a great job today. The tree advances a new growth level, and so does the surrounding plant life. Where'd they come from? Seed, look, this plant's grown even taller. It was tiny when I first got here. It's only been a couple days and it's already this tall. Unbelievable. Arf, arf. Maybe nature is healing after all. Arf, arf. Liam once told me that nature warned us, but we ignored it as a species until... all of this happened. That is why this little tree is so important to us. If I take good care of this plant, could things really go back to how they were before? Arf? Yeah, if we nurture it without greed, maybe we really can start over. We can do this, Seed. Arf. Lazy weekend pack. Relaxing weekend pack. Emergency fund piggy bank. Merging blocks adds coins to the piggy bank. Collect as many coins as possible and open it up. I wonder which game started doing this first. Completes. Backpack. Huh. Cat mission. Battery. Anything else here? No. Well, just to see what happens when I merge batteries. Put that back in here. What's this? Honey time. Yeah. Help the bees fill the hive with honey. If you fill it with honey, you can get sweet gifts. Oh, I get it. If you have things on the board, you can use it to fill it up here. Did it take from the board? I think it did. That's pretty neat. Hey, that button. Alright, if this takes me somewhere else, you'll see a cut in the video. Thank you for joining us on Eden's survival journey. We would like to announce you that the issue, which occurred after the 1.3.7.0 update, has now been fixed. Issue fixed. Energy does not automatically recharge more than 100 for survivors who purchased February Stray Cat Pass. Other bug fixes. Please update the game to the latest version of the store. We apologize to our survivors who have experienced a Stray Cat Pass issue, and we have sent the following rewards as an apology for the issue. Oh, I'm guessing by that it meant the reward that was here before. What's this? Reformed box. Batteries. Really wish I didn't use that first battery. Alright, I reckon we'll wrap things up here. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I'll go ahead and leave things from here on to the outro guy. And yes, that is still and will always be me. Hey, it's me, the outro guy. Let me just go ahead and say that despite this being a live commentary video, the intro, gameplay segment, and outro are still recorded separately, as you could probably tell if I didn't already make that explicit somewhere else. If I have, sorry for repeating myself, but it does bear repeating, mostly because I forget every previous time I've said it. If I were able to follow a script, I might have used that time to write one, but I can't, so it's a waste of effort. Instead, I spend that time disconnecting, so to speak, to try to parse my thoughts on the experience as best I can, and really try to think about what I remember the most about everything. That's the one thing about being forgetful. When something sticks out as important to you, you tend to remember it. At least for a while, anyway. Moving on, however, before I discuss anything about the game itself, I should preface everything, yet again, by saying that before today, I had no real experience with merge games as they were. The only things that I've seen about merge games before this point were advertisements in the games that I actually play. You know, if you're someone used to mobile games, the ads you watch, so the company can make 1/10 of a cent, if that, and you get some minor rewards. Those sorts of ads. Usually nonsense, sometimes scams, but always trying to sell you something, or at least put you in the right place to sell you something if they're not more sinister. They really should have tighter controls or regulations on those things, but that ain't a discussion for this video. Needless to say, many advertisements use that merge game aspect. 1 equals 2 equals 3, merge, 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 eventually become infinitely powerful, or some idiot doesn't figure out that they're forgetting the main mechanic of the game and die anyway, and you could do better, couldn't you? Haha. Anyway, my expectations of a merge game before this point were that they either couldn't really work and still be fun, or they would constantly nickel and dime you like any other game that doesn't really have a solid premise for a gameplay loop, and simply put in as many roadblocks as they could so you can pay to have a little hit of dopamine, by having those roadblocks removed. That said, though, I did accept that I had no true experience with merge games until today. So, when Jakaja31 recommended this game to me, I had no expectations. I did not expect it to be particularly good or particularly bad or even just a meh game overall. I simply came in, downloaded the game while ignoring as much as I could around it, and started recording. And I will have to say that it did surprise me. I did not expect an exceptionally cozy game with wonderfully cute art that appeals to me very greatly. I value cute and adorable things immensely and will take a good style over good graphics any day of the week. And not to mention that despite the setting being post apocalyptic, even the Raiders, who are known by such a malicious sounding name, don't think of themselves as necessarily bad people. Sure, the commander might, but he sounds like kind of a jerk anyway, and even the Raiders seem to think he's being a bit weird here. I will note, though, that I was surprised that Eden was 20 years old, because I did think at first, as you heard me say, that she was a kid, especially from how Liam or Liam at the beginning seemed to refer to her. But apparently not. Though it could be that he still thinks of her as a kid and they've just been separated for much longer than the game actually implies. Because to me, with what that semi chaotic or really controlled chaos intro says, is that Liam and Eden here were doing something in Raider territory, and Liam ran distraction while Eden got away, presumably on Liam's own orders. So, how much time goes between there and there is up in the air. Perhaps later story points, but we'll have to see. Let me know if you're interested in that. I will say a few things about the gameplay itself now. One, it unfortunately does require a connection to the internet, either through Wi Fi or service. If you have airplane mode turned on, as an example, the game will give you a fail to sign in error. That is unfortunate. I will say, however, that you don't actually need to put on airplane mode because while, yes, there are some pop ups offering you certain rewards for watching an ad, you can usually get those same rewards by paying the premium currency, gems, or I did see there was a package that lets you skip ads automatically. Now, since there are no intrusive ads like a girl adrift had, as an example, where they would pop out of nowhere, I have to assume that what this package refers to specifically is that if you are offered a reward in exchange for watching an ad, if you've purchased that package, it will allow you to simply skip the ad but still get the reward. Which, in my opinion, is an actually pretty good method of monetization. To those who don't want to watch the ads, they don't have to. To those who watch the ads for a minor reward, the company still gets money from the ad revenue itself. While not much compared to direct purchases, I imagine that at a matter of scale, it could still be enough to keep functions running. And to those who pay for the package, the company gets even more money, and the player gets several times those rewards for basically free. I'm not sure how the exact money equation works out, but I do believe that this is one of the most ethical ways to monetize a mobile game. Though I will say they still offer plenty of other forms of microtransactions. There's the classic pseudo battle pass, there's the piggy bank system, and of course there's direct microtransactions as well. Nothing that we haven't seen before, of course, but what can you do? Perhaps that's a bad attitude to have, actually, but again, what can you do? To expect a burnt out loser like myself to actually draw up the willpower to enact any kind of action that will materially improve things is a fool's errand. I know my life, I know what I'm willing to spend money on, and I'm willing to direct my attention and interests to things that are less troublesome. To clarify, I'm not a hedonist or anything crazy like that. I just want the ability to have some good, clean, simple fun that requires next to no thinking. There's too many things to think about, and I like having things that I can do while my brain is effectively switched off. I think on some level, most people can at least understand that, even if they don't seek it themselves. But we're going on a tangent, and by we, I mean I. Let me get back on topic. If you're looking for a cozy game that fits everything that I've said before, then I do wholly and heartily recommend this experience. I do, however, have to say that this game does fall into the classic trap of the eternal tutorial. What I mean by that is that obviously when the game begins, it shows you a tutorial of the basic mechanics, but it keeps hitting you with pop up after pop up that immediately puts you into the next bit of gameplay, which isn't necessarily bad, but what this does is that there is no clear end to the tutorial. You're not really sure when the game has things that it no longer needs to explain to you, or if there's suddenly going to be another pop up explaining another new thing. And the fact that some pop ups, because there are sometimes pop up messages about certain things, went by too quickly because they auto proceed to a certain point on their own, which is unfortunate, needless to say. This game isn't particularly bad with it. I just feel like more mobile games need to, at some point, have one final pop up that you can't accidentally tap past saying, "This is the end of the tutorial. Now use what you've learned and enjoy yourself." But that might just be me. And nobody else seems to be complaining about these things, at least as far as I can tell. Alright, that said, once again, if you're looking for this type of game, I wholly recommend you check this game in particular out. Merge Survival Wasteland. Needless to say, free on the Google Play Store. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. Carmen, take it away. Wow, that's even more gibberish than usual. Anyway, take care.